Hey guys, it's Jen. I am back with another video, and today I'm going to show you how to make the world's best meatloaf. Now, I have turned several meatloaf haters into meatloaf lovers with this recipe, and this guy right here, where is he, is one of them. So, this was my grandma's recipe. I grew up eating this, and I make it just like she did, so I'm going to show you guys how to make it. So, I have 2 pounds of ground beef. I'm making a big one, so I have 2 pounds. An onion, a bell pepper, tomato sauce, 2 eggs, some garlic powder, salt, and Italian breadcrumbs. So I'm going to let you guys watch how I throw this together. Okay, so I'm going to start with an onion. I'm going to cut it, I'm going to dice it up. Okay, the best way to slice an onion is to leave the root end of the onion on, and then you cut it in half, put the cut side down, and you'll make cuts from the top of the onion to the root end of the onion. And it depends on how small you want your cuts, you'll make as many cuts as you think you might need. And then after you cut it that way, you make cuts going down. And I want mine pretty fine, so I'm going to make them pretty close together. And then you cut down. So you have 3 different directions going on. But this is the easiest way. You're not chasing an onion off over the board. You're not having to stack it up. Maybe just your very end pieces you need to give another little chop to. Adding this to my meat. Here. That onion totally made me cry. And then I'm just going to slice up a bell pepper. My kids like bell peppers, so I don't try to make them real small to where they can't notice them. But. You always want to cut a bell pepper with the skin side down, because if you try to cut on the skin side, your knife has more of a chance of slipping and you'll end up cutting yourself. So you want to slice it on the inside. I'm just making strips, and then I'm going to turn them around and cut them the other way. Just pile them up and give it a chop. Now, I don't want them really big, just because. Okay, then you're going to add that to your bowl with your meat and your onion. Okay, I'm going to get this out of the way. Okay, so now I'm going to add some salt, a good amount of salt. I'm going to add some freshly ground pepper. Some garlic powder. I'm not measuring, I just add what I think looks good, and then after I mix it up, I smell it. And I've made this so much I can tell by the smell whether I have enough of everything in there. A good amount of breadcrumbs. A whole 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. And 2 eggs. If you're just making it with a pound of meat, you just want to put 1 egg. Okay, and now you just get in there with your hands and mix all this up. I've seen people use forks to mix a meatloaf, and it just doesn't do the job that your hands do. So take your rings off and get in there. I try to keep one hand clean, so if I feel that I need, like I'm going to probably need some more breadcrumbs, so I have a clean hand to add more breadcrumbs. So I probably used a good cup of breadcrumbs. You don't want to overmix your meat, because if you overmix it, it'll get a little tough. Okay, now I'm going to do the smell test. Okay, I'm going to put some more garlic salt, or garlic powder. And a little bit more salt just for fun. Okay. Okay, and it's all mixed, so I have my pan here, and I'm just going to dump it into the pan. And just do a freeform loaf shape. I've never used a loaf pan to make meatloaf. I usually make so much we started calling them meat cakes because it was much requested at our church we used to go to. Okay, so it's all done. I'm going to put it in the oven like this at 350 for probably an hour. The last 15 minutes of cooking, I'm going to put some more tomato sauce over the top and let it go for about another 15 minutes. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so this is the meatloaf straight out of the oven.